Alright guys, well, we're on our way over to Picker Hollow. Appreciate you guys coming back to join us for another adventure. Remember to hit that share, like, and subscribe. We are going to try and put 4 or 5 buckets through the sluice today. It's a beautiful day out. Had a little bit of time. It's on Sunday. It's a little afternoon right now, but that'll be enough time for us to hump a few buckets through, and we'll see what we can get. We'll see you over at the creek. All right, well, we're down here. I'm gonna step back up the hill here, show you guys what we're doing. All right, so last time we were here, I was working this area right here. The gold started petering out on me. Wasn't getting too much. The year before that, I'd done this strip right here and got some good gold, but never really did any kind of sampling or anything like that right here. So we're gonna clear out some of these bigger rocks that are down in here. That's what Caden's working on right now. And then we're going to classify a couple buckets of it, run it through the sluice real quick, see if it's worth us continuing to hit this area hard or not. So we're gonna get at it, and we'll bring you back online when we got something interesting to show you. All right, well, we're down here on the creek. Got us a small hole punched here, and Caden's got him a small hole punch there. We're about halfway done classifying these buckets. I'm gonna do a test pan real quick out of my hole just to see what we're getting. This right here, there's a lot of the metal and glass. This piece here, that's coming out of my hole. I've been seeing some pieces of quartz, nice shiny quartz in here. There's a small one there, right there. But I also found this thing right here. It's kind of unique. I'm not really sure what that is, but looks cool. We'll keep it. So hopefully this pan's got something good in it. Let's tilt this water off here to see what all the material kind of looks like.
Looks like rocks.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. Leave it up to a 13-year-old to point out the obvious, huh? Wash a couple of these bigger rocks off, get them out of here. And you can see there's some small pieces of quartz. Looks like some good material though. I'm gonna hand you off to Caden here and have him video while I pan it out. So how's everybody been? Hope everybody's doing well. Everybody getting back out and starting to do what they love to do again. I know I kind of never stopped. Starting to see some black sand showing up in here. That's a good thing. Alright, that's about as far as I want to wash that down. See if I can spin around here. Be able to focus down in this, Caden. Kind of wash it back here. Hopefully we got some colors in here. I'm not seeing any. That's not good. Well, I didn't see any, so we'll do a couple more test pans and make sure that we find some gold. We'll bring you back online here in a little bit. Well, I went through the bucket that I classified, and there was one speck of gold in there. You see it? That little teeny tiny thing right there. Try to zoom in a little more. Right there. I think it's tiny. Like dust. I mean, that's all that showed up on the indicator. I mean, there's some black sands in there. We're gonna run through what Caden classified real quick. And that's out of these two holes. I did the hole up here, it's a little farther, and then Caden did this one back here. So if there's nothing in this bucket either, then we're gonna jump back to this inside here and dig it out some more. All right, guys, I just want to show you the material I got going on here. I went ahead and classified one bucket. I'm working on a second bucket. Caden's hole was there, my first hole was there. Then I came back to this edge here where I found good gold last year. I hit the clay layer last year, so I stopped. This year I kind of punched through it in this hole, and you can see what I'm finding now. There's some wire in here, and then this is like a sandy clay right here. I mean, this stuff, it's not bad. So let's pray and hope that we find some gold in it. I did one test pan in between buckets, and I had 2 pieces of gold in the pan. Nothing to show you guys, nothing real important, but it did let me know that there was some gold here, and we'll see how much of it we can get. All right, guys, well, from those first 2 tests that we did, there's a couple little pieces of gold up there. Not even sure if you can see them on the phone or not. But there's 2 little pieces in there and a piece of buckshot. So we got our next 2 buckets from the next spot there. We're gonna run them through the classifier, or through the sluice, and see what kind of gold we can get. Well, I just wanted to do an update. I'm about done with the first bucket. Still have the second bucket to go through. I guess this is actually 3rd and 4th bucket. But there's a piece of gold in the sluice there. You can see it? Right there. Let's see if I can put a shadow on this or not. Right there. Piece of gold. Look, there's another piece up in here too. It's just hard to see it with the angle of the sun, but it's right there in the center. Yep. Still got a little bit more to run and see what we can get. Still kind of early. Sun's still basically straight up. It's a beautiful day out here. Oh, look, we got a new piece up here on the top. Right there. God, it does not show it. There it is. Alright, let's keep going. Sluice seems to be running really well today. Alright, I'm going to finish running through this bucket, and then I'll bring you back online here in a little bit. So we finished that bucket. I can see some colors here on the indicator now. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. I'm not seeing anything down here though, but we know if we're catching it up there that we're at least on the gold. I think I've ran 3 buckets through this. I think I'm gonna do a clean out before I run this next bucket, and then we'll see how much time we got left, and we'll see if we can get a couple more buckets out of there. Alright, so I got it all panned down to just the blacks out of that clean out. Let's kind of see what we can get here. Got a piece of metal in there. Let's get that. Oh, I already see a piece of gold popping up right there. You see it? Awesome. Let's get this piece of metal out of here. That piece of metal. Okay. A lot of black sands. Got a few colors in the first one. Not too bad. But we'll keep at it. We'll bring you back on for the next one. Well, our second bucket is now empty. Now, I'm only seeing one piece of gold up here in the indicator. Right there in that third riffle. Maybe two pieces in there. But it's definitely telling me that in that hole, the material higher is better than the material that's lower in that sandy clayish material that I found. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pack this up. Caden's already downstream here. He's using the Yeti pump, sucking some material off the bedrock, classifying it down, panning it out, seeing what we can get. So I think we're gonna spend about an hour on the bedrock areas and see what kind of gold we can find over that way. All right, so did our second clean out. Well, let's see here. We got 1, 2, looks like 3 pieces of gold in there. I think I've seen a couple really small pieces fall down. So there's a few pieces of gold in there. A little bit less than what was in that top dirt, was a lot less effort of work. So we know there's still gold up here. Maybe we'll bring the dredge over here this summer and dredge out this big old spot here. But for now, we're gonna head down the creek and meet up with Mr. Caden down there and do some Yeti pumping off the bedrock into some pans and see what we can find. All right, well, I just walked back up to the stuff up on the bank there, grab a scoop. Use this bilge pump, hand bilge pump I found at Dunham's today when I was buying a new pair of waders. So I have the Yeti pump there, and then I have a bilge pump here, hand bilge pump, same damn thing. It comes with a hose, so you can pump just water out, but you take the little tip off the end there, which I have in my pocket here. You take this off the end. I don't know if you can see that too well, but it's just a little like plastic rubber something plunger in there that allows nothing but water to come in. So you just take that off the tip and it basically turns it into a Yeti pump. So instead of spending, $70 or whatever for that, I got that for 25 bucks. Something people can keep in mind. But I wouldn't grab the scoop because I'm not sure how well you guys can see. You see all that material down in there? It's kind of a little murky for me walking down the creek, sorry. But I did one pan over here of this material, just using the new little hand dredge there. right in that spot there, and I got 2 little pieces of gold out of it, nice little pieces. So we're going to scoop as much of this material out of this hole as we can, pan it down, and then we'll clean the bedrock off, and we'll see what kind of gold we get out of this hole. Let's hope for something good. All right, well, it's the end of the day. Caden and I are getting tired and hungry. We're ready to go home. We've probably prospected for about an hour with the Yebby pumps. I got a little bit of gold in here. It's not too much, but we'll do a snuffer dump, see what it is, see how many pieces we've actually got today. Let's rinse this out a little bit. Alright. So, shake all this together here so it don't fall over. You guys can kind of see here. Let me put my hand on the other side. We didn't do too bad today. We got a few little pieces in there. Not bad for a little Sunday afternoon trip. But we're going to get all the way packed up out of here. Thanks for coming along. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Until next time, be safe and have a golden day.